Looks like we're good. Go back to OBS. Who's up right now? What did Severese do? What did Severese do? She walked.
Walk. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. I think we're here live now for the stream. Want to welcome everybody back in. We're having a little technical difficulty on the way for the first inning. Want to welcome to Springstead High School Eagles versus the Wachee Hornets. Right now we got bases loaded for the Springstead Eagles, and up right now is Kaylana Lions for the Eagles. John, our master broadcaster, is hard behind the scenes right now trying to get all of our scoreboard caught up. I myself, or Jason Seif, is here live from the GCSN. Want to thank you all for watching and broadcasting. Hit that like button if you can. Hard hit by Kaylana over the second baseman. That's going to score two. Two Eagles come into the nest to land. Kaylana Lions with a hard hit single up the middle over the second baseman's head. Coming up next is going to be Olivia Miller. Olivia Miller Jr. here at Springstead High School is looking to commit to go to college, I believe, several times over here for a couple schools looking at her here at the Springstead Eagle campus. First pitch, takes it. Foul ball for Olivia Miller. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Sorry for the broadcasting delay, but we're here and we're live. And again, we want to welcome you to Springstead High School versus the Wachee Hornets.
Pritchard. Rich.
Changeup just misses outside. Okay, great. So I just got confirmation, John, that we are live. And again, I want to bring back John to the booth, who has been stressfully getting us up and running, the brains behind the operation. John, you there?
I'm back. I'm back, Jason. So we got a 2-0 count. 2 runs are in. We have Miller at the plate. And we'll miss slow.
Pass ball on a
Pass
ball.
stop.
I want to apologize early in advance. Our outfield camera is not operable tonight. We're going to try to get that fixed for you. Our first base camera's got a nasty sun glare for about another 30 minutes. So we're going to try to get you at least behind the batter, if not right behind the umpire, which is a great shot, John. So if you missed some of our broadcasts earlier today, we were talking about, John, how the Wachee Hornets have 2 away game wins and are trying to come back here to the nest to really show some dominance here in the game.
Yeah, they sure are. That's where their wins have showed up, as you said. They've got a tough opponent in Springstead.
Up now for the Springstead Eagles, Elahan Cephas, again a senior here at Spring Hill.
Called strike.
A lot of these girls on the Springstead Eagle team, especially the seniors, are looking to play next year. So again, we want to thank you all for getting to the broadcast and watching what we do here. We're trying to make it easy as possible, but again, it's not always easy.
That ball's fouled off behind us. Brings the count at 0-2. Apologize. As you're looking at the next batter that's up, clearly the faces aren't the ones that are actually up. Looks like it's from a baseball team. So unfortunately, we won't be able to fix that, but we'll have the names correct for you.
Yeah, John. I want to let the viewers know that's a new feature that we have this year. We're still looking at the kinks because we do cover baseball, we cover football. But again, if we can get that fixed for you, we will. But sometimes when you get a brand new toy, you break it break it the first day, right? So here we go.
0-2 pitch.
Hard hit ball down third
Drive
base.
down the left field line.
Going to the back of the pin, scoring 1, scoring 2 Eagles, possible 3 Eagles. Ella stand-up double for the Springstead Eagles. Ella with a big hit. Ball was thrown in by the left fielder quickly to stop her at second base. John, we were talking earlier in the broadcast, and you would think that the Springstead Eagles want to get on top of it quickly since they've already beaten this team back in March.
That's correct, and on top of it, they are. Springstead's up 5-0. They have nobody out. As a bases clearing double.
Now up for Springstead.
Sophia Whitaker. This is up.
Again, if you're just tuning in, we want to thank you all for tuning in. We are a not-for-profit organization, and we want to thank our sponsors thoroughly. And again, at the end of the game, John, we're picking the Glory Day Player of the Game.
Ball misses up and away, ball 2. Two count, runner on second, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the first, 5-0 Springstead. And off-speed pitch misses low, ball 3. So 3-0 to Whitaker.
John Whitaker coming in as her sophomore year, hard hitter, was able to put one out, her first home run, which we're all excited for anybody who can put one out in the high school level.
And that's going to be ball 4. So Whitaker draws a walk that'll put runners at first and second. It's going to bring up Amelia Lack, the left fielder.
Yeah, lack of freshman coming into the nest, trying to stir her dominance here, and let's see what she does.
Ball upstairs. Fisher's at 26 pitches already. I know in softball that's not as big of a stat as is across the way in baseball. That misses low, ball 2.
Yeah, right. They talk about now, even the pros, the overload of some of these players. So it's good that these players are able to go to some depth and get some pitchers into each program because, that's such a powerful position, not only in baseball, but in softball as well.
Just such a more natural. There's a ground ball, foul down the third baseline. It's a lot more natural to throw underhand.
John, real quick, want to thank our umpires for today. LJ, senior LJ behind the plate, and Mr. Joe Page out in the outfield working hard from FSSAA. We want to thank FSSAA for giving us great umpires for the game.
2-1, that's going to be a short pop into right field. That's going to drop down for a single. So kind of an excuse me swing, but that'll move the runners up. And Lack reaches with a single.
Yeah, small hit for the freshman. Again, I want to give you that first base angle, but that camera is still gunned by the sun. So we're going to stay with behind the plate and behind the batter if we can, just so no one gets sunburned.
Brings up Kayla Kenny, first baseman.
Again, Kayla Kenny, another freshman coming up from the middle school era. Shout out to the middle school coaches that are working hard. Shout out to the rec ball coaches and always the travel ball coaches and parents who spend money to get these kids ready to go for today's game.
Upstairs, ball 2. So Springstead about to turn the lineup over.
Yeah, John, Springstead's got a lot of powerful freshmen coming in. They're really getting adjusted to the team quickly, and we'll see what happens here.
There's still no outs. Swinging and miss.
Big cut. Again, I want to thank the administration staff that are here for the Springstead Eagles. As far as I know, I don't see any Wachee admin, but I know they're here in spirit. So, again, thank you for the Hernando County School Court.
1-1 pitch, swinging and miss.
Ball gets loose from the catcher. Ella Ann stays on third. Coach Swardow decided not to send her. Smart move, John, with no outs.
Yeah, with no outs, no need to push it. The 1-2 count to Kenny. Fisher looking to record the first out of the inning. And that ball gets away. Good stop by the catcher.
Yeah, catcher's got her workout cut out for her today. Once that sun dips behind those trees, we should be good to go.
There's the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are full of Eagles. And hey, we got a center field camp.
It's a little windy out there, but we'll figure it out here.
And there's a pop-up on the infield. Infield fly is called. Runners will stay on base, and that'll go in as a pop-up.
It is a miracle. The center field cam's working. Apologize for the wind. As you can see, the wind's picking up, blowing in towards the batters. So again, we'll give you a couple angles other than that sun angle. That one we won't show you. So let's go ahead and give you the outfield cam, and let's see who we got.
It's going to bring up Savarese. She walked in the first inning. She takes the ball. Very happy to have her pitch cam up. We got Derek Smith out there tonight giving us the assist. Ball 2 inside.
Yep, if you didn't know, we are a non-for-profit broadcasting family, and want to thank all of everybody, all the hands on deck tonight to get this game broadcasted.
2-0 pitch. That's going to miss short ball. Actually, I think that hit her?
Yeah, it looks like it's a dead ball. Mr. Johnson stood up and called a dead ball. That's going to advance the runners. Ella Ann Cephas comes in for a score. And who we got up next here, John?
1 second. It's going to bring up Pond, the shortstop. That brings a run in. It's now 6-0. Pond also walked in the first inning, ball one. So already 38 pitches in. 1 out on the infield fly. Weeke's looking for a double play. And that's going to be another hit by pitch. So it's going to bring another run in. Time is called. They'll bring up the catcher, Rachel Rivera. She also walked in the
Yeah, it looks like coach is going to
part of
take.
this inning.
Looks like coach is going to take a small pause here. Maybe get the girls back together. We got a 7-0 game right now, and I think it's something to maybe a composure timeout. Yeah, picture change.
Picture change. All right, we'll be right back after a short break. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Serving your automotive needs for over 40 years, FIOLS provides expert and quality service with ASE certified technicians for foreign and domestic vehicles. From standard maintenance to diagnostics and repairs, FIOLS has got you covered. Conveniently located on State Road 52 in Hudson.
She's coming in the pitch.
Is she off the bench?
Yeah, she's coming off. Okay, so she's coming in for. All right, we're live back here for the GCSN Sports Network. We have a new pitching change. It looks like it's going to be Audrey Dreyer coming in for the Wachee Hornets. John, she's a freshman pitcher coming off a great middle school career, and we'll see what the freshman can do.
Well, she's coming into a tough situation. The bases are full of Eagles. There's 1 out, 7 runs in. We're in the bottom of the first inning. So Dyer is the new pitcher of record.
So, John, I have to brag a little bit and toot my own horn as a softball coach here in town, and I got a chance to coach the softball Eagles a couple days ago because the coach was unfortunately out sick, and I can coach really anywhere in the town, so it's not a favoritism. But was able to coach number 11 as when she was a little tiny, tiny, tiny. As you know, you have sons who play ball, little league ball, so it's good to see these kids now still playing. Still having the passion for the game, and I know you as a baseball dad see that too with these young youth. Sometimes they burn out quickly, but you get good coaching and good parents behind them, and they stay through the senior
Oh
year.
yeah, it's fun to watch them grow up, and grow up quickly is exactly what they do. All right, here we go. Rivera steps in. Dyer has the bases loaded here. That's what she came into. And there's a shot down left field line, foul.
LJ, quick to get up to call foul ball. Got a great officiating crew today. Everybody's looking alive. John, I believe the Lord has blessed us once again. The sun is now down.
There's a cloud in the way.
There's
goodness.
a great cloud in the way. Let me get you that shot. Now we all can see. There it is. We are here for all 4 cameras, ready to rock and roll tonight.
0-1 count to Rivera. This is low. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So if you're just joining us, or you were joining us, we had a little bit of a technical issue with our internet. So we're back live now, and you can go back later and catch up because these games are recorded even when we're offline. 1-1 pitch, fouled against the fence down the left field line.
Ooh, laser to the left field fence. Again, a beautiful night to play softball. It's Friday night. Hope everyone's blessed and home and safe. If you want to go hit that like button, subscribe button, and we keep the doors on, the lights going, and we stay connected. So please, thank you very much for tuning in tonight.
1 ball and 2 strikes. That misses upstairs.
for a freshman, this is pretty intense to come in with bases loaded, 1 out in the 7-0 game so far. So hopefully she Dryer sits in and gets okay, and we'll see how she does at her first out here against the Eagles.
And there's a swing back to the pitcher. It gets through. They try to get the out at second, but not in time. So that's going to go down as an infield single for Rivera.
Yeah, it looks like Connell didn't quite tag the base, was able to rally the ball in her glove, but was failed to touch the base to get that sure out to keep the bases loaded for the Eagles.
They bring up Kehlani Lyons. 1-for-1 with 2 RBIs. Now missed downstairs, ball 1.
Springstead coming to their power lineup, John, with Kehlani Lyons up now and Olivia Miller behind. This could get out of hand if a Dryer pitches that down the middle too many times. We could see some balls go to Mariner tonight.
There's a shot to center field. That's going back, way back, and at just short of the fence. It's going to get down for another double, another bases clearing double for Lyons.
Yeah, Lyons hit that ball hard. Sorry, John, hit that ball hard to the warning track. Looks like Pritchard had a good jump on it, Chloe in the outfield, but again, hard hit ball with the wind coming at their faces. It could have been a possible ball that leaves the park, but that one stayed home.
Lyons with 2 doubles, 5 RBIs in the first inning. It's going to bring up Olivia Miller, the pitcher for the Eagles.
Again, I think when everyone sees us, John, everyone knows there's the Glory Player Game of the Day. So the Glory, sorry, been a long day.
Player of the game.
Yes, thank you, tongue-tied.
Ball 1.
And everyone wants to get that bat, signature piece to put on your wall for a senior or a junior or even a freshman. 1 out. Uh-oh, John, that could be gone, John.
That ball is going to leave the yard to left center field. That's a 2-run home run for Olivia Miller.
Yes, sir. Olivia Miller's custard hitting that out, John. That's a 2-1 blast over the left field, partial middle field wall for Olivia Miller.
That's a no-doubter.
That's going to bring the score to 13-0. Again, Olivia is a prospect commit to the USF team down in Tampa. They'll be expecting those kind of hits to leave the stadium.
So Springstead continues to put runs on the board. It's now 13-0 in the bottom of the first inning.
Okay, looks like Springstead's going to try to concentrate on getting this out. Who do we got out now, John?
That'd be Eliane Cephas, second baseman. That ball misses up. Start paying attention to see if there's any substitutions coming. It's a little early. I mean, it is the first inning, but with the score the way it is, we may see some subs. Upstairs, ball 2.
John, another ironic moment. I remember back in the day, I've seen, being at Fox Chapel Middle School athletic director, I've seen Eliane Cephas battle up at Powell Middle School, and Aubrey, who was at Fox Chapel, and this was a battle that's been going on for a couple years now. So we'll see who can do, the senior or the freshman. Hard hit.
That ball's down the right field line in foul territory. Running over, not in time. That'll be a foul ball. So I run the count to 2 balls, 1 strike to Cephas.
Yeah, John, even though 13-0, you still have to be pretty conservative as an at-bat. You just can't swing for the fences, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, she had a double earlier this inning with 3 RBI. She cleared off the bases that were loaded. Well, just missed low.
Okay, looks like Dryer's trying to find a rhythm here.
A little surprised that strike zone's not opening up a little bit.
Yeah, you think with the way the day of the game is going now, we'll see what Eliane Cephas can do here.
It's a 3-1 pitch for Cephas. And that's going to be all 4. So Cephas will trot down to first, and that'll bring in the number 7 batter, Whitaker. She reached on a walk earlier this inning. Springstead threatening to turn the order over for a second time
Yeah, I
in
feel.
the first inning.
Yep, sorry about that, John. I feel like Springstead's getting locked in now. They're timing these pitches.
Called strike. Good drive by Dyer to keep her focus and throw one down the middle for a called strike. Actually, it's probably on the outside corner.
Yeah, tough for any freshman, right, John? It's 13-0. She comes in, and she just has to stay the course. She's gonna have a lot of pitching to do for Wachee, and could be the future leader for Wachee High School.
This is down.
Well, it looks like we have a time. We have a baseball that just came on our field, and I'm sure we'll be hitting softballs on their field. We have a doubleheader tonight with the Wachee Hornets baseball team in here tonight playing against the Springstead Eagles, John.
Have to watch our backs. Is Springstead playing Wachee in baseball too? I didn't see who the visiting team was. Actually, it didn't look like Weeki when I saw them earlier. That ball's popped up into foul territory, and that's going to get down for a.
Well, I may be mistaken. I saw the green.
Maybe it is Weeki. I thought they were. I saw a darker uniform. I thought. Yeah, it is green. Could be Lecanto.
Yeah, John, it looks like it is possibly Lecanto here visiting the Eagles' nest.
We will try to work some overtime for you and figure that out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
They call that burn the candle at both ends.
Ball up.
Good patience at bat here for Whitaker.
You can also tune into the baseball game at Fernando tonight. The Gulf Coast Sports Network is carrying that for you. And there's a line drive down the left field line. That's going to drop in there.
Big hard hit. Ella Ann's chugging around at third base. Coach is going to hold up at third.
Yeah, so
Whitaker with a stand-up double for the Springstead Eagles off of Dryer's hit, or Dryer's pitch to the batter.
that's going to bring up Amelia Lack, the number 8 batter, who's playing left field for the Eagles. So runners in scoring position once again. It's second and third for the Eagles. And there's a called strike. We may be seeing that strike zone open up. That was a little low, but
Ball pass
gets
ball.
away.
Coach is going to hold up Ella Ann Cephas at third. Pass ball by the catcher.
Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Black had a single in her first at bat tonight. And there's a line drive, gets over the head of the shortstop. 1 run comes in. So it'll be an RBI single for Lack. Also moves the runner up to third. And they'll bring up the number 9 batter, Kayla Kenny. She recorded the only out for Springstead to this point. She popped out on the infield fly to the pitcher.
Looks like
we have another ball in the field, maybe.
No, it looks like this coach has walked off the third base runner for a lenience of out. That's going to give us 2 outs.
Swing and miss. So I'm a little confused. They just said just take the out. Okay.
Yeah. So what happens is here they can step off the base with the player, and that means they left early. It's an automatic out,
Okay.
which is more of a lenience out for the
Understood.
team that's struggling.
And there's a ground ball to the pitcher over to first.
And that's going to retire the side for the Wachee Hornets. John, looks like we got somewhat of maybe a comeback trail for the Weeki Wachee Warriors going to the dugout. Still in high spirits. Got to climb this mountain over 14-0 deficit by the Eagles.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Hey there! Have you heard about Ron Schuster Pest Control? They've been serving the Nature Coast since 1983 and are experts in keeping your home and lawn pest-free. Give them a call at 352-683-4003 to schedule your appointment. Remember, when it comes to lawn treatments, the grass is always greener at Ron Schuster Pest Control.
Welcome back. Going to the top of the second inning. Our scoreboard's showing 13-0. The score's actually 14-0. I'll be able to correct that in the next half inning. For Weeki, it's going to bring up Sophia Cash. Cleanup hitter as Miller remains on the mound.
Okay, the sun is low. Let's see if Weeki Wachee can turn and burn here. Ooh.
Swing and miss, strike one.
Ooh, high gas coming from Miller. It's going to be close to catch up to that one. These girls may have to back up in the batter's box here a little bit just to
Velo pitch.
Yeah, get that contact hit.
And just off the plate. Ball and a strike. So 1-1 strike to Cash.
Okay, John, we just got word that baseball's playing Cypress Creek tonight.
Okay.
So that's, everyone's got the same color scheme around here.
I guess so. Foul, straight back. Look out. 1-2 strikes to Cash.
Weeki Wachee's going to try to build this lead down here, getting back in.
And that's fouled off again. Good job by Cash. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch once again. Miller had a long time off between innings. Call, strike three.
Rivera with the frame, the call strike three. Rivera and Miller working well together tonight to send that batter down.
They'll bring up the first baseman, Drew Owen. Once again, if you're just joining us, we do have pictures of the batters. However, they're not the correct pictures, so we apologize for that. But either way, Drew Owen steps up to the plate. Called strike.
Yeah, it looks like Olivia's going to be in business tonight. She seems to be throwing that fastball right down the plate.
And she's throwing a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to swing early and swing often. Swing and miss, strike two. Oh, 2 to Owen. And swing and a miss for strike three.
Gets her to chase the high heat from Olivia Miller.
We've had 5 outs, all by strikeout. It's going to bring up Jalen Desmond, the second baseman for the Hornets.
And Jalen Desmond, a good ball player here in town, wants to settle in here for her sophomore year.
Misses low. swing and miss. Just her 26th pitch of the night.
Yeah,
When you're
patience.
recording strikeouts, it does tend to run the pitch count up. Sorry about that, Jason.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm chopping over you. The patience, exactly. I was gonna say the same thing you're saying, John. It just seems like these pitches are coming in so quick,
Called strike.
and with the framing by Rivera, I mean, it's almost a 1-2 punch.
And Desmond's behind 1-2 strikes. And swing and miss. Miller strikes out the side again. And after 1.5 innings, it's Springstead 14, Weeki Wachee 0. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
All right, welcome back to Springstead. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Adriana Savarese will start things off for the Eagles. She's the leadoff batter. She's been walked and hit by a pitch. Has an RBI. And it looks like we're ready to go.
John, I just realized it's been such a busy day. I have my wife's sunglasses on. Good thing we're not televised. Jeez, that's embarrassing.
Ball misses. It goes inside, ball one, maybe a little high.
Again, Adriana coming out of her sophomore year, very powerful, looking to lead the Springstead Eagles next year, but as this year already being an outstanding leader for the Springstead Eagle team.
Oh, it's in the dirt.
John, with the app of social media now, a lot of these freshmen, sophomore, even juniors are now becoming leaders just to get their names out there before their senior year. Where back in our era, it was like you waited till your senior year and to get noticed. It's good to see these kids get noticed early.
Ball three to Savarese.
Looks like Triner's trying to get maybe a possible changeup in there to offset some of these batters who are connecting here in this last inning.
Sometimes slower pitching can create havoc. And that's a called strike.
Big strike to sit that in there.
Savarese taking all the way, 3-0. Pitch was up a little bit. Good one to lay off when you're up 3-0.
Yeah, discipline.
And ball four. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Cammie Pond.
Runner goes.
Ball
Head
fouled off. Look out.
back by the broadcast booth. Foul it off.
So you said, Jason, runners in motion, but fouled off.
Yeah, it looked like Coach B for the Springstead Eagles had a hit and run on with Savarese, who's got the speed, John. If that would have connected, that could have been a possible oh no moment here for the Wachee Hornets. Let's see what Dreyer does here. Runner goes again.
Shot down the left field. It's going to get down, bounces all the way to the corner.
All the way to the 200 sign.
Savarese
Throw,
waving around.
throw at third.
Pond goes in for it. We'll give that a triple. RBI triple for Pond.
Triple for Cammy Pond. Ball looks like got overthrown by Connell at short to the third baseman. Again, John, we talked about that sister group. Looks like Big Sister's talking to Little Sister just to settle things down. You know, John, even though it's 15-0, when those plays get going, you still have to keep your composure just to make the out.
He's going to bring up Rachel Rivera.
Umpire calls timeout. Looks like Coach walks off another player for a courtesy out. He's going to give 1 out for the Eagles. Who we got up, John?
Rachel Rivera's at the plate.
Again, for those of you at home, sometimes coaches will give a courtesy out to get the game moving.
All misses. Ball 2.
Both dugouts sound a little quiet tonight. You know, these kids have been in school all day. They are student athletes, so I know a lot of them are getting done with testing or getting ready for testing. But again, it's just great to see a bunch of women out here, you know, playing the game of softball and a nice Friday night lights.
To a pitch on this upstairs. There's already been walked once. She's got a single and an RBI.
3-0 count.
And there's a line drive caught at shortstop, so a line out.
Look what I found. Lily Cano on the jump stopped that ball in motion for their first out. John, I want to thank, I see a couple district staff here to some of the games, as well as some board members from the Hernando County School District. I want to thank you for their support on a Friday night here, supporting our local high school teams. Again, the administration staff, as well as some of our board members. We appreciate your support. We love to see you out here.
Carolina Lions. She's going to hit a line drive out to left center to the fence.
Okay, she's running now, second base.
Stand-up double for Lions. Should go 3 for 3 on the night. I don't know if they're going to do another courtesy out here or
That's
going to bring up Olivia Miller, the pitcher.
Got the power lineup here with Lyons, Miller, and Cephas back to back. Let's see if Dreyer can get herself out of this hole with 1 out.
The ball misses off the plate.
You can tell Dreyer's a little timid to pitch it to where it needs to be. Let's see if she can maybe move this ball around a little bit. Oh, I apologize. It's actually 2 outs because we had a courtesy step off first.
There's a hard hit ball down the left field line. That's just foul.
Again, I want to apologize. We have 2 outs here for Miller. We had a courtesy step off, and then
There's the line drive to the shortstop, too.
the line drive shortstop. Yes, for Connell. Yes, thank you.
So Miller had the home run last at bat. That ball got out of here in a hurry. Might still be going.
Look at 101 count.
That ball's on its way to Mariner Boulevard.
Yes, sir, it was, or maybe possible Brooksville.
That ball gets away.
Oh, Lyon steals third. Lyon on the hit and run steals third down to give Schwartz out a high five. As they say, the duck is sitting in the pond. Let's see if Miller can bring her in to get those stats up.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ball 3 to Miller. Ball gets away, but they're not moving.
Way to get up for the catcher. She's got hard work tonight behind that plate.
3-1 to Miller. I don't know if you're going to challenge her with first base open. She's already hammered the ball one time tonight. And that'll miss upstairs, ball 4.
Yeah, that might have been a smart plan. I don't know if I want to give her a 3-1 meatball down to Tampa, or actually it'd be going north.
And now we're going to get a courtesy out, I believe, or courtesy runner. I heard courtesy. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a courtesy runner. Number 25 is going to come in to run for the pitcher. 6 and 25.
To bring up Eliane Cephas. She's walked and doubled 3 RBIs tonight.
John, that pitch runner is number 25 Johnson from Springstead High School. Kylie Johnson, freshman for the Eagles, pitch running for the junior pitcher, Miller.
Good job by Jason here keeping up with the admin. Imagine it might get busy with some subs. Maybe, I'm not sure, but we'll see what Springstead does. And there's a little pop fly.
A pepper hit
gets down. That's a fair ball. And that'll go down as a single.
Looks like the second baseman wasn't sure if it was going to go out or not. But, John, sometimes those balls are tough to judge.
Kind of hit to no man's land.
Yeah, no man's land, exactly right. You just got the words out of my mouth. Couldn't remember what the word was. And it looks like nobody really jumped to get it, and that's going to move everybody around.
Bring up Whitaker, the right fielder.
Looks like Coach is going to have somebody step off. So I don't think Whitaker can hit with her catching pads on.
I think she just remembered they're on.
Folks, a lot of times the catcher, if it's a 2 outs, the catcher will leave their legs on, so that way they don't have to get their wardrobe.
She's just excited to get back out there and catch.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
And we have a step off for the final out of the inning. So that'll make it the 3rd out.
All right, I want to welcome back everybody to the broadcasting. Again, myself, Jason Cephas, here with John, doing a live broadcasting here for the Gulf Coast Sports Network. I want to thank you for tuning in. We are a non-for-profit affiliation, volunteer-based, and if you hit that like and subscribe button and give us your feedback, we try to do as best we can every game. If you're just starting with us, we want to apologize for the new feature that we have that's a little off. It's showing some baseball players from Weeki, not Springstead and Wachee softball. So we're going to get that fixed up, but that's something to look forward to when we have next year's season or even down the road. John, looks like we got a pretty powerful game here. We got a 15-0 Springstead Eagles, and maybe give us a quick recap of how things are going here.
Well, right now it's all offense for Springstead and great pitching by Springstead. I did see it looked like there were some substitutions. I saw lineup cards out. Unfortunately, we don't get those, so we will have to do our very best to update it as they come to the plate next inning. That's the best way for us to catch up.
Sure.
I'm not sure who else subbed.
Sure.
It does look like we have a new pitcher for the Eagles. What number is that?
Yeah. Right now we have number 9, which is going to be Mayons. She is a junior pitcher out of Springstead Eagles. Catching Madison Mahan, yes. Behind the plate is going to be Sophia Whitaker, which relieves Rachel Rivera, who was catching for Olivia Miller earlier in the innings. As far as I know, everybody else is in their regular positions. And it looks like Wachee is going to be coming up here with the batting lineup that John's going to provide you right now. And if I can actually make another adjustment, number 3 for Springstead is going to be B. George is now going to be in right field, replacing number 5, Kenny, in right field. So, like you say, John, we have a couple subs getting in, which is good. And let's see how we go here for the next batter.
We got Kaylee Betcher leading things off, the right fielder. 2 pitchers, Mayon. This is inside, ball 1.
Yeah, Madison Mayon, righty pitcher, junior for Springstead High School, is doing really well this year. Is trying to walk her way up through the starting position behind Olivia Miller.
Pitch on the way. This is upstairs, ball 2.
Infield has not switched for the Eagles, and we'll see if Wachee can put something in play. They're climbing up the mountain 16-0. But John, we've seen this before where teams start coming back.
Infield's played way in for the Eagles. Maybe expecting a bunt or call strike.
Whitaker back behind the plate, framing for Mahon.
7, 8, 9 for Wachee this inning. And this is inside.
John, I thought you were going to say the dreaded numbers that everyone loves to hear and hates hearing.
Not on purpose, anyway.
It's amazing how there's something that quick can turn something so sour. But hey, 7's going to step in here for Wachee and try to put something in play and get Wachee on the board here.
Foul off. Runs the count full. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. My scoreboard's wrong. It's 16-0. We'll correct that in the next inning, next half.
You know, John, Wachee's going through their ups and downs and growing pains, but they seem to have the right head on their shoulder. They got a new uniform, and they're got some girls coming in.
Call strike 3 on the inside corner.
Inside quarter pitch for Mahon.
And that is 7 outs, 7 strikeouts for the Eagles pitching. So we got Chloe Pritchard, the 3rd baseman. Called strike.
Mahon finding that inside corner.
Ball inside. Eagles really
Good
put
frame.
together a strong program. It's my first time seeing them this season, and boy, I mean, they're solid. There's no hole.
Yeah, you're right, John. I've watched them now since their freshman year here, some of these girls, and they have a lot of powerful punch, a lot of travel ball players.
There's a drive to right field, pop up, pretty routine, and the out will be recorded.
Big catch for the freshman George out in right field, getting her wings.
That's the first ball put in play. First time the Eagles defense has got to make a play, and they do. So that'll bring up Candace Murray, the center fielder.
Sure, that's a spark for Wachee. Again, even though it's an out, at least now they know they can time Mahon, and maybe Weeki can put something in play here.
Yeah, like they're coming in. They're gonna keep at them, and that's what you want to see. Ball upstairs. Seen some pretty good sportsmanship tonight. The Eagles stepping off, and I'd like to see Wachee. They're still giving it their best effort.
Yeah, you're exactly right, John. I think these teams that played each other, crosstown rivalries, last thing they want to do is muddy the water. So it's nice that there is some camaraderie between these girls. A lot of them play travel ball together. A lot of them play rec ball together. They go to school together. So it's just good to see that that's still the caliber in this town, as well as the administration staff.
Swinging and miss strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. From the top of the 3rd inning. And swinging and miss.
Drop 3. Ball's running. Drop 3. Runner goes.
They'll record the out.
Record the out of drop 3. Well, John, 16-0, bottom of the third, and that's going to do it for the ball game. That's going to be the ball game. So tonight, we're going to go ahead and give.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder.
So it looks like we're going to be the glory player of the game is going to be number 20 or number 06 for the Springstead Eagles. Number 6 looks like it's going to be given to Olivia Miller for the Glory Games Player of the Game. I want to thank our officiating crew, Mr. LJ and Mr. Joe Page. Thank you for tuning in tonight for the broadcast as we come to you live from the Springstead Eagles, 16-0 over the Weeki Wachee softball program. Myself, Jason Cephas, and John Mack. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Good night and happy Friday.